Okay, parents, have you ever wondered, like, why I am telling my kid literally, like, vital information that is very important that can literally, you know, there's great tools to use, or it's great advice, or it's giving them clear guidance and direction for something that they may run into anytime in their life. Like, I'm literally giving them, dropping gems on them, and they're not listening to me. Like, they feel like, oh, you just don't know, or the kids are like, mom or dad, you just don't know, you don't know what you're talking about, or like, they just don't take you as serious. But what the reality is their peers and their friends and their boyfriends and their girlfriends and their best friends and their everybody else who they hang out with and talk to on a daily, that's there whenever they need to talk, or that's to laugh about something, to this, to that, to cry about it. Like, that's who's there. That's who they see every day. That's who they wake up in the morning, they get dressed, they see you for that couple of 2 or 3 hours that morning, and then they're out the door. And that may be a huge stretch, it's 2 or 3 hours, but they're around you in your space for 2 or 3 hours before they are up and out the door and have to be at school, and they have to be whoever culture accepts them to be at that time, So those, their peers and who they're around all the time, that's who opinions matter. Like, it's so crazy. I mean, you even if you are saying, like, if their peers said the same guidance, that's actually true. If they said the same exact thing that you're saying, word from word, they will listen to them more. They will listen to it will just cling, just register. But when you say it as the parent, it's just like, you just don't understand, or you just don't, and it's because, who do they spend more time with? Who do they have a bond with? Who do they have an attachment with? It's them. It's always, go kids, get out the way, go play, go this and that, you can go to your friend's house, just whatever, just go, whatever. But then when the parent wants them to listen to them, or when they're trying to teach them something, or when they're trying to this and that, or want to instruct them or discipline them, it's like, they're not hearing what you got to say, because you don't even have a bond with me. You haven't even tried to attach me. You don't even know what I go through, or what I like, or what I dislike. You haven't checked in on me in a long time, but you want me to listen to you, and you want me to just know off the top, like, you better not do this, or you better not do that, when you haven't spent the time with me and made time every day for me. I'm just here. Just do the dishes, go do your homework, make sure your grades are good, don't be sneaking out, don't be doing this. That's it. And it's like, parents, you guys expect that once these kids get into this world, they automatically are supposed to know, based off of your experiences that you never tell them or expose to them. You don't even expose a lot of your experiences with them, or they haven't even had a chance to see life that way. So for you to tell them, and then they're supposed to just like, oh, this is what, you can tell them that the stove is hot, but until they touch the stove themselves, which they're going to want to, because you keep telling them how it is hot and that they don't need to, then they're like, so they have to experience it. So anything that you're telling them that they haven't experienced it at that age, that time and age, which you were doing the same thing, you gotta go see for yourself. You felt like your parents just didn't know. They didn't understand. They didn't understand why you're doing this. They didn't understand why. So that's how they are. So if you've been talking to your blue in the face and you've been yelling, it's not that your kids cannot hear you. You saying the same thing, but you're yelling, you're threatening and doing that. It's not even that. Try to build a bond and have a relationship with them, and then relay that same message and see how it digests.